What's up everyone, this is Travis here with Working Class Garage, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Mac Tools High Performance Half-Inch Drive Air Impact Wrench. Stick around and we're going to check this thing out. Here it is, the brand new Mac Tools Half-Inch Drive Impact Wrench. This thing is absolutely beautiful. This is probably the nicest looking tool I have in my toolbox now. The finish on this thing is absolutely insane for a impact. It has like a candy apple red paint job on it that looks amazing. I kind of don't want to use this tool because it looks so nice. I don't want to scratch it up. But you know, it's going to get scratched up, and that's just how it is. So let's get straight into taking a look at this thing and seeing what it's all about. So those were some videos that I took. I don't really have any great testing equipment to test torque and stuff, and I think it's kind of irrelevant to this because this has more power than you're probably going to need for the most part. Most bolts that I tried to torque down in a vise to do some torque testing on, this thing just ripped the threads off of them. So I can reassure you that this thing has plenty of power. So this is the Mac Tools MPF990501 Air Impact Wrench. They just recently released the whole line of the MPF Air Impact family, and this is the high performance full size half-inch drive version. They make a couple different variations. They make a long anvil one, a compact one, 3/8. Definitely go check all of them out, but I think this is going to be your most used version, I would think. This is the high performance, high power air impact wrench. This is going to put out 1,400 foot-pounds of torque. 1,400 foot-pounds. That's pretty strong. And one of the coolest features about this impact, which if you've seen anything about these, you already know about it, but it's the LED light that's trigger activated and removable, rechargeable, and it's going to come with a micro USB charging cord. It's going to plug into the wall. You can charge this, and this light just snaps right back on to the impact, like that. Trigger activated, and you're ready to go. Now the LED light is super cool. If you're working underneath a vehicle or in kind of a dark spot, it's going to light up the area really well. The LED lights are very bright, and they do stay on for a second, as you can see. So you pull the trigger, it stays on. That's a feature that no air impact before has ever had. So that is really awesome and something really cool about this impact. And this impact is going to have a variable speed trigger, which is super nice. I mean, that's pretty standard in air impacts, or really any impact. One thing I really love about the Mac impacts, which this was the same design as the previous one, is the forward design handle. The handle actually sits a little bit further forward on the tool and really makes it feel nice in the hand, and it gives it a really nice center of gravity in your hand to where it's not wanting to fall forward or fall backwards. It just kind of sits nicely in your hand, and it actually makes the impact feel lighter. And the weight of this tool comes in at 4.8 pounds, and it's going to be 6.4 inches long from end to end. So it's pretty light and not very long. For the power you're getting out of this tool, it's a very compact design, really. Another really cool thing about this tool is the valve lever in the back. you can actually just switch it with your thumb one-handed, and it's going to go from forward, reverse, into 3 different speed settings just by moving it on your thumb. Now I do like that a lot better than the previous design that was built into the trigger, because it's really easy to just reach on the back and you know right where you're at by looking at it. So that's really a cool design, and I like that a lot. And this also has a muffler built into the handle. This gun is pretty quiet for the amount of power it puts out. It comes in right at 105 decibels, which is pretty quiet for a 1,400 foot-pound impact. This impact's going to set you back $499.99. That's the current going price on Mac Tools website right now. So for what you're getting for this impact, that's a really good price, lower than some of the other competitors. And just to do a quick comparison with some of the competitors, the Snap-on PT850, that impact will set you back $599.95, and it's going to have 1,190 foot-pounds of torque. So the Snap-on's going to have a couple hundred foot-pounds less of torque on paper, so take that for what it is, but for $100 less and more power, the Mac Tools seems like a better option. Then the Matco MT2769 is going to set you back $492.95 and has 1,300 foot-pounds of torque. So that one's going to have 100 foot-pounds less of torque. You're not going to get the LED light, but it's about the same price. So I still think that the Mac Tools is going to be a better option just for the light and the power advantage, and just some of the features it has, like the valve lever in the back. That's really nice. And I mean, overall, just the look of the impact is awesome. I think this is probably the best looking impact out right now. Whether that matters to you or not, I personally like having nice looking tools. That's just something I like. So as far as looks go, I think the Mac Impact looks the best out of all of them. Now, prior to this Impact, I did use the AWP050 Mac Tools Impact, and that Impact comes in at 1,260 foot-pounds of torque, and it's a great impact. I use that since around the time they came out with it. I've been using it for over 3 years now probably, and it's just an absolute beast. So I'm excited to put this thing to the test. Obviously, I haven't had extensive use out of it yet, but just from the little bit of use I did have out of it, it's pretty powerful. It seems way more torquey than the old style Mac Tools one. I would definitely check out the MPF line of Mac Tools impacts. I think that they are awesome. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. If you can see one of these things in person, pictures and videos really doesn't do it justice. You got to put it in your hand and feel it and look at the finish and just the overall feel of the tool. And also, this tool comes with a 2-year warranty, which is pretty standard across the line as far as air tools go. So, I mean, that's a pretty good warranty, 2 years. If it breaks, Mac Tools will fix it for you or replace it. So if you're in the market for a 1/2-inch impact, personally, I would say look no farther. Check this thing out. This is a great option. I really think this is going to hold up in the long run and last you for many, many, many years. So, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. Give me a comment below. And as always, remember, Mac Tools, they're great to work with.